The boys are back in town. What's up, guys?
J-Ho.
What's up, Coach?
What's happening? Like, I got you, Weezy. The boys are back in town.
Yeah,
That's
you
right.
go, Coach.
Yeah, I got
That's
you,
right.
Weezy.
Yeah. It's in your blood.
It's in my blood.
You're a wild one, boy. You're a wild one for that. Give me your song of the week, Coach.
Man, my song of the week is Young and May, Successful.
Okay. I ain't heard that in a minute.
Banging. That's when she was rapping, boy.
Damn, Young and May. She had a little run.
Yeah.
Came out the gate with like 4.
Mm.
She came out the gate with like
3.
4. Summertime.
It wasn't out the gate.
Summertime was out the summertime.
No, it wasn't.
That wasn't a big one, though.
Yeah,
Ooh's out the gate.
Ooh's out the gate.
Real talk. Ooh was just
Oh,
redone.
come on, Jill.
It don't matter what it is.
Ooh was her version of
It's something. It's
it was a great record.
yeah.
But
Don't take
listen
away
to
the
him.
shine.
Listen to him.
They're
It's
the same song.
It's the same song.
It's the same song.
About a week ago is You Call Us Ebony, I Call Her Ebony. It's the same song. It's the
That's
same.
the bar. Though.
Yeah.
That's the bar.
It's the same.
Yeah. Go ahead. Cuz.
We doing this for Ed the Zebra, man. We're gonna keep it local. Get Quantity Cash.
Yeah.
I represent. The real zebras out there.
Shout out to the real
Shout out
zebras.
to the real zebras.
The
out there.
real zebras.
It's
is
real
funny.
zebras running around.
Yeah, that's funny.
Literally.
Yeah, literally.
Living. They living.
My song of the week is Perfect Timing, Nipsey Hussle. So yeah. Classic Nip.
Shout out to
Should
Chuck.
make my day, boy.
Should they have put that on Victory Lap? Yes. Because it was
I
a
think-
single off Victory Lap, but it
was a
never
single
made
before.
it before Victory Lap.
No. It's Perfect Timing was before. Yeah. It was before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, you're right. I
Yeah.
wonder why.
I wonder why. I always wanted that.
Maybe
Yeah,
it was,
that-
maybe
it was-
it
it
was
was
some
right-
kind of, maybe it was a clearing kind of
It
thing.
wasn't clear because
But now
it's
it's still
it's on
on
stream.
stream. It was always on stream.
And it's just listed as a single.
That's
I
wild.
don't know.
Great song.
Yeah.
Great song. All right, let's get to it.
Full Sport Press.
Yeah. No layup line, no warm-ups, no nothing. We just walking right into the stadium, get into the game. Let's do it. When the beat on, then it's on. Wearing our right jerseys on the road, cause how we feel where we roam is our home. Leaving these other podcasts null and void. The show can't miss something like Tom Shepard and corduroys. Full Sport Press, you know them boys. Jay run the point, lock for 3, and me, I crash the boards. Weezy told you that it's paid for.
Full Sport Press.
Greetings and salutations. I would like to welcome everybody back. He trick hard as hell, dog. And some of you for the first time to the Full Sport Press Podcast, the premier sports podcast for the consummate sports fan. And this is your one-stop shop for all sports-related news and topics. I am J-Ho.
It's your boy Big Jeff.
It's your man, Coach Locke.
Weezy is out on assignment. Shout out to you, Weezy.
To Weezy.
Cameraman, how you doing, brother?
Yeah, he got a lot.
He said it. He said it. He said it.
Got a lot going on in the control.
Not enough thumb in sight.
The control room wicked over there. It's tripwire, baby. It's tripwire. There's tripwire. Episode 568. We're handing out awards for the 2025 NBA playoffs.
FSP style.
Always FSP style.
Better doggone know it.
You better damn believe it.
Let's kick it off, Jeff. Best of the week. Nah, bro, it's too soon.
Cameraman.
I gotta get on 500. I gotta get on 500.
Man, Nick doing the numbers. Something wrong with them numbers. I ain't no way in the world. I was up 6. Now how am I down?
I guess you've been taking L's.
Cameraman. It is money in the bank weekend.
And our competition is actually watching, so they know what's going on. We going in blind.
Blind. We going in.
So you know what that means. It's another episode of Who Gets the W. Blind 6.
Blind 10. Blind 7.
Blind
You
6.
can
Blind-
get 6 is the minimum.
Blind-
The minute.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you-
it's the minute.
Yeah, you can.
Blind 6.
Yeah.
First matchup.
Yeah, my bad.
The women's money in the bank ladder match. Rhea Ripley versus Alexa Bliss versus Naomi versus Roxanne Perez versus Stephanie Vauquier
Shit.
versus,
Oh, we still versus.
versus Giulia. The money in the bank is if you win the matchup, you get, I don't have any notes for this part. Yeah. When you win this matchup, you actually get a chance to cash in for the
Oh, I know
world
I'm
champion-
going with
the world
that.
championship match.
I
Who you
know.
got, Coach? Who gets the W?
Who's the women's champion?
Women's champion right now is you get to one of the two. You get to cash in on Charlotte Flair or
Oh, the biggest star in that got to be Rhea, right?
Rhea Ripley.
I'm going Rhea.
Okay.
Rhea Ripley. Yeah, we right.
All right.
That's the I see all those social media. I know she finna win.
And And
No,
men's
social media.
Money in the Bank qualifying match. We got Seth Rollins versus Solo Sikoa versus LA Knight versus Andrade versus Penta versus El Grande Americano.
All the people in the one match.
Because it's a ladder match, and the person who climbs the ladder and takes the briefcase gets the championship match. So who wins? Gets WJ Ho.
He cheating.
Ooh, that's a bad pick.
Yes.
Who you got, Coach Lock?
No, hell no. Give me.
That's Penta. Yeah.
Who was the first two people?
First two people are for the men's match: LA Knight, Seth Rollins. Seth Rollins. Okay, good pick, Coach. All right, in the last match, the tag team match, the undisputed heavyweight champion John Cena and Logan Paul versus Cody Rhodes and Jey Uso, the Yeet Man himself. Who gets a W, Coach Lock?
I got a question first.
It's a tag team.
Nah, for real. No, it's a tag team.
John Cena and Logan Paul versus Cody Rhodes and Jey Uso.
I'm gonna go with Cena now.
Cena and Paul. Okay.
We're going with the Usos.
Uso and Cody Rhodes.
Yeah.
And that's a good. Oh no, I'll be real. I don't know who win in that match. I wouldn't want to pick that match. That's because the champion's on both sides, right? So, anywho, so that is who gets the W. Money in the Bank edition.
Coach, best of the week. Talk to the people.
Man, my best of the week is Jeff.
Yes, sir.
BMF is back on Stars, baby.
Yeah,
we
this
back.
on TV is
We back.
big right
We
now.
back, baby. We back this week.
Oh, we good.
Shout out to BMF. We back.
BMF.
Oh, okay.
We got
Okay,
the
yeah.
Shy.
Today.
We
We out today. It's recorded
got the
today.
Shy. We got Godfather Harlem.
Golf just ended.
Is at all time.
Yeah. We back.
Yeah. My best of the week is the FSP pop-up, man. We appreciate everybody pulled up and got their shirts. It's a good time. It's a good convo. Great conversation, man. Great fellowship. Good times. Good time. We would have had a little. We should have captured that.
Yeah.
I wish we would have captured.
Players mess up,
Yeah.
but it's about how you rebound.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
It's all about the rebound.
Yeah, it's all about the bounce back.
Worst of the week, Coach. Talk to the people.
Oh, man, my worst of the week, man. Atlanta people, man, y'all got to do better. And I shout out my Atlanta people, man. Patrick Beverly, his daughter, travel team, played in the tournament in Atlanta, right? So, like every travel team, if you play travel sports, in between games, you got a lot of time. So, what do? They take it to the mall, they take it to the movies, something like that. So, the team goes to the mall. They come back out from the mall, somebody stole a team van. Come on, people in Atlanta, man. These young ladies are traveling, trying to play basketball, man. And shout out to Pat Bev, man. He went ahead and paid to get everybody back, flew all the girls back because his daughter plays on the team too. But come on, Atlanta people, man. These girls down there trying to play basketball, and y'all steal they team van with the jerseys and everything.
Oh, come on.
Come on, man. We gotta do better, my Atlanta people. Shout out to Atlanta, dog.
Dang, man. My worst of the week, man. I was talking to my moms. Pulled up on moms. Shout out to moms.
Shout out to my dupes.
So moms, she said, "Jay, come here. Let me sit down. Talk to me." Sit down. I was like, "What's up, mom?" She said, "I don't know what's going on, but you cannot be on that podcast acting the way that you act."
Once or twice a year, she got to take it.
Gotta reel you back in.
Bro,
Gotta reel you back in.
Episode 9.
Mom, dude, get some notes, Mom.
She said, episode, we're going to say 562. Jeff asked you a question. And you just went a totally different way. It makes no sense. And Weezy, and she mad at Weezy. She said, Weezy sitting over there and said, "Jay, yeah, you getting your blood pressure up." And then she said, "He be playing both sides. I don't like that." But the conclusion was, it is somebody's opinion, Jay. You cannot change somebody's opinion. That's their opinion. And she said, now this is the best part of it. She said, "Jeff gonna jump on you." She said, and then he come over here and try to jump on me. I ain't gonna be a problem with Jeff. So then, ain't touch my mama, dog. I said,
Man, you ain't never got to worry about that.
oh, dude.
Either one. Definitely not you.
Oh
And
my
not
God.
But yeah, man. So
That's
I'm gonna
funny.
take people's opinion as their opinion. I'm gonna take my
Ooh.
mom's advice, and I'm gonna try to just turn the other cheek.
Man, that is funny.
You hear that, Coach? Episode 5.
All right,
Hey,
yeah. It took how long? It took us to 11 years.
Is it gonna last as long as Lock It In, twin? I don't know. 5, 6 to 8.
Go ahead, Jeff.
Yeah, I'm just. Whew. All right, my worst of the week. Jeez. All right, young Clara Adams, a sophomore, got stripped of a state title in the 400 meters. Clara and her father had a pre-planned celebration after the match, after the track meet was over, after all participants had left the track. They recreated the Bo Green selection of him putting the fire extinguisher on his track cleats. She did that off the track. No one's around. And the old people in suits decided, no fun for you. We're stripping you of your state title as a sophomore. We all got to do better, man. I understand people don't like to have fun when they play sports, but you can't rob a young lady of her glory and of her accomplishment like that just because you got all up in your feelings with your suit too. You're not in your tie tied too tight.
Yeah.
Get your Windsor together.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, they shouldn't have taken a title. But this is what happened with that on school properties.
Yeah.
You can't use fire extinguishers. That's why
They found a way to justify it. I'm with you, Coach.
But don't take a title.
Come on, dog.
Don't take a title. Don't do that. She worked hard for that.
Just make sure you check us out on Institutes. Yeah, Institutes, the iTunes, the Facebook, the Instagram, and the Google Play. And maybe Institutes by the time this come out. Spotify. Institute.
He's on
Spoon.
I'm be real.
Episode. And to catch up on the full archive of past episodes of FSP, just simply search Full Sport Press Podcast. J-Ho!
Yes, sir.
And Coach Locke.
Yes, sir.
You guys have a yellow box of Cheerios recipient for our listeners.
We do. This week's recipient is none other than Stefon Diggs.
That's my boy, ain't it?
That's your boy.
Is it my boy?
That's your
That
boy.
was my wide receiver.
That was your wide receiver.
Yeah.
But now you turn your back on him.
Nah,
I never turn my back on him. That's my boy. All right. New England's Patriots signed receiver Stefon Diggs to a 3-year, $69 million contract with $26 million guaranteed. Now, Diggs, 31 years old, has attended multiple events this offseason with hip-hop star Cardi B, including the Met Gala and a Boston Celtics New York Knicks playoff game, sitting courtside. Now, the most important is a video that has set the internet ablaze because of Diggs passing what appears to be a orbit gum contraption full of pink crystals to women on a boat. Now, the post has gotten more than 4.5 million likes, and Cardi B's Instagram account boasts roughly 163 million followers. The Patriots said they are indeed sticking with Diggs and plan on him having a great 2025 season. Stefon Diggs, honestly, I don't think he did anything wrong, but I think he was handing somebody's, like, say, hey, grab that out of my, and I don't think it was a part. I think it was edibles.
It's part. Well, that's what I call it.
Yeah.
I
probably
think
what-
drugs
Yeah,
in the
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Yeah, for sure. Yeah. So I mean, now what they were saying it was the Molly.
Yeah.
It's Molly, cocaine.
It's a lot.
Yeah.
It's one more thing.
Yeah.
Ecstasy. Yeah. The combo.
Yeah.
Turn up.
How high do you want to be?
Yeah, man, it's high.
Yeah.
But this is the thing. Diggs got to chill because you're 31. It's hard for you to get. You don't know if you can get off that line yet. He don't know
You
yet.
don't know that.
Yeah.
He don't know that.
Yeah.
He got to play a game,
Yeah. A healthy
Yeah.
game.
man.
But
And you got a quarterback and you got a coach with expectations now.
Bro, do you know how hard it is to get off that line? 31 years old.
yeah.
Just
But y'all paid Diggs though, right? Big Jeff, y'all paid Diggs, right?
yeah, we pay. He's had his
Oh, now he
contract.
done made some money.
That's why he ain't. That's why he ain't tripping.
Grab them phones.
Woo! The phones was it.
Grab them phones. If you're having a good time, grab the phones.
Yeah.
Hey, the phones will be safe. No pictures. If you need pictures, we have a photographer right here,
Mhm.
and you will get pictures at the end. You'll give him your email.
There you go.
And there we go. But
There you go.
Because I get it. That's what women want. Women want pictures.
Right.
But in turn, some
Some dudes.
Some of
some
you
dudes,
Some dudes.
dudes really want them pictures.
You right. Some dudes.
Yeah, you're right. Some dudes really want
Really
the
want the
pictures.
pictures to show they was there.
And that's
Yeah,
disappointing.
it's real
Very.
bad.
Man,
Very.
what happened to the game we love, man?
We were watching
It's,
proper
it's
coaches.
dwindling.
Man,
Dwindling.
yeah. Damn, man.
Yeah.
Shout out to you.
We're going to let you take that to your boy.
That's my boy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna take it to him.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Cause hey,
Hey,
at the end of the day,
okay.
he ain't doing nothing wrong. You guys ready to get started the first half?
Let's do it.
Let's get it.
Full Sport Press.
This your boy FSP Weezy. Join us each and every Monday on all streaming platforms. And don't forget, everything is paid for.
The revolution will be podcasted. First half, the hottest sports news of the past week, like we do each and every week here at the Full Sport Press Podcast. Before we get started, I am J Ho.
It's your boy Big Jeff.
It's your man, Coach a lot. Jeffrey,
Yes, sir.
where can they find you on social media?
Thanks for asking, Coach. You can find me at JEasley84 across all social media platforms.
J-Ho, talk to the people.
Man, I'm J Ho on Instagram, man, Twitter, and my name is Tunchi Macaroni. I'm working on my craft.
Man,
Hey, to be real, said it like that. That ain't what bad.
I'm telling you, man, this y'all. I'm telling y'all. Man, nothing has changed. Just lock _the _great. That's THA. Get at me. Told y'all that wasn't bad, man.
Shit was bad, man.
It ain't bad,
That
no.
was bad, man. Let's kick the first half off with some NBA talk. The NBA Finals kicked off this week. It's the first playoff matchup between the Oklahoma City Thunder and the Indiana Pacers. OKC won both its regular season games against Indiana, and the Thunder entered the NBA Finals as the second largest betting favorite over the past 20 years, with only the 2018 Golden State Warriors having a shorter pre-finals odds since 2005. Now, we are here for a position-by-position pause look at the series, an unexpected matchup between franchises in two of the league's smallest markets, but one that includes some of the league's best young players. Starting with the point guards, it is Tyrese Halliburton versus Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Advantage goes to who, Jeff?
SGA is the MVP.
Mm-hmm.
Now, of course, when we hear this, Oklahoma City's in a must-win situation right now. But on paper, shit. Can't go down 0-2. All right, I'm not gonna do this with you. Can't go down 0-2 though. You can't lose 2 at home. All right, dog. MVP's got to be the MVP. So give me Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Coach.
I'm rolling, man. He's the MVP. Even though Hallie does some more all-around things to SGA, like you look up at Hallie, he'll have 16, 10, and 9. And SGA will have 33, 6, and 5. Still got to go SGA because OKC is only going to go as far as SGA goes. I think with Indiana, Hallie can have a bad game and they can have somebody else step up and pull the load, but I'm going to go SGA. Pull the load?
Yes. Pull that load. Pull that load. Pull that load. Pull it. Yeah. 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 Oh, shit. Yeah. Oh, man, I needed that laugh, boy. That's my first time laughing about 2 days. Shit. Well, I miss y'all, man. I miss y'all, boy.
Oh, man.
All right.
You going with I in the Thunder. Who but both teams build their rebuilds around their top of the line all NBA point guards, and both of them go into games with very different approaches. Halliburton, that's really hey, really Halliburton is really cold. It's really, yeah. He's leading all players.
Memes are crazy.
Man. He's leading all players with 9.8 assists, only 1.9 turnovers per game. Struggled shooting the ball early in the season, but you look at it, turned around, wasn't an all-star, still ended up being third all-NBA team. So with SGA, I've seen them put their best defenders on him, and it's still gonna be 35. Though. He going to get that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm talking about some of the best defenders in the world, and I'm telling you,
It don't matter.
it's a hard dribble, right?
Step
Snatch
back.
Yeah.
man, pivot,
Smooth too.
man,
Smooth.
no wasted movement.
That boy,
Yeah, man.
that boy creates so much space on that step back.
Man, oh my God. So the only thing is, yes, Halliburton, I think, does more, but I think the better of the two, which would be an advantage, is with the Thunder. So I'm going with the Thunder. Shooting guards, coach, Andrew Nembhard versus Lugan Dort.
Oh man, I went back and forth on this one, but I went with Andrew Nembhard because they both going guard.
That's right.
Nembhard gave Brunson so many problems in these conference finals. Brunson still was able to get his, but it was real hard.
Yeah.
And some of the games, Brunson, he got his, but the percentages wasn't like they normally would be. Dort, guarding just the same. Tad up.
Yeah. Mike G. Shout out to Mike G. Got a brim on it. Damn, used to having a little clearance. No clearance. Shout out to Mike G.
But I think Andrew is a little better offensive player. He can score a little better on the other end than Dort can. So I went with Andrew Nembhard.
Jeff.
Yes. Nembhard is fearless on the offensive end. They both are going to be scrappy on defense. Dort is probably a better defender, but they're both going to get at it on defense.
They are.
Nembhard on the offensive end what tips the scale to him. So give me Nembhard.
Okay, so Nembhard and Dort were teammates along with SGA on the Olympic team for Canada. So they pretty much know each other's games very well. And this is the thing, Nembhard is playing out of position with the Pacers. He's really a point guard. The way that both of them go out every night and they guard the perimeter's scorer's best player every play, every game. Now they sub out Lou Dort for my guy Alex Caruso, who we won't talk about until we get to the bench. But I think Nembhard of the two, even though Dort played good in game one, I think Nembhard tends to take a little bit more of the ball handling role, can do a lot more compared to what Lou Dort. So give me the Pacers on that one.
Okay.
Next up is the small forward position. It is Aaron Nesmith versus J-Dub, Jalen Williams. Jeff, advantage goes to who?
Love Nesmith's game.
Mm-hmm.
Jalen Williams is an all-star.
Mm-hmm.
Give me Jalen Williams. Keep it simple.
Nope.
I agree, man. Jalen Williams is playing some of his best basketball as a pro right now. That's why he was an all-star this year, like Jeff mentioned. And don't get me wrong, Naismith has won some games for the Pacers. Like, all these games where they coming back, that boy's shooting that three ball like no other.
That's right.
And giving them the chance to come back and win these games at the last second. But I got to go with Jalen Williams for the advantage.
And Jalen Williams, now the Thunder have a really, really hard decision. Because now he was third team All-NBA.
Yeah.
And he was all defensive.
Yeah.
So in turn, now he's eligible for a supermax. Do you give J-Dub the supermax? You can't. You got 14 picks over the next 6 years. But at the same time, J-Dub is a piece that can get you a championship, and he's third team All-NBA. I get it. I don't think he's a max player.
No.
But Aaron Nesmith is not as well. And you look at Nesmith, too, his contract, he signed a 3-year, $33 million contract. And it was one of the ones that was a great value deal because nobody knew exactly what Nesmith was. Yeah. Had a slow season this year, had a really bad ankle sprain, sprained it again in the playoffs. But I think you look at J-Dub, he's the scoring option number 2. Nesmith, maybe 4th on the Pacers?
At best, third.
At best, third.
Yeah.
At best,
best.
Yeah, for sure. So give me the Pacers. I mean, not the Pacers. Give me the Thunder on this one.
Yeah, if you win this, the Thunder win this finals, you for sure don't pay Jalen Williams because you already got your chip now.
You do got your chip.
And now you get your draft picks, like you said.
So well in the draft. This team was built primarily off 2 trades. SGA, and then you get Caruso.
Yep.
Those are the trades. Everybody else was signs or either drafts. Man, dude, shout out to Sam Presti, man.
Shout out to D. You know, D. Harris said Presti is just a mediocre GM.
He wild.
Come on. I got to text him.
He wild.
He
wild.
Moving on to the power forwards, we have Pascal Siakam versus Chet Holmgren. Coach, advantage goes to who?
Pascal Siakam, man. He's a better scorer, plays just as good as defense as Chet Holmgren. And Pascal has the NBA Finals experience. He's been here before. He's helped the team win a championship. And it's showing because if it wasn't for Pascal Siakam, the Pacers wouldn't be here.
Yeah.
He won. He kept them in games.
Yeah.
And allowed them to stick to the game and be in the game at the end to win on the last second or the end of the game. So I got to go with Pascal Siakam.
Sure.
There's an argument to be made that Pascal is option 1 on this team, not option 2.
Yeah.
To steal a slogan from you, Jay, people don't talk about Pascal enough.
Not it.
And to me, like Coach Locke said, they're not here without Pascal Siakam.
No.
So I'm going Pascal with this.
Yeah. And Jeff, you came out and said, hey, Pascal Siakam's going to get Eastern Conference MVP.
Yeah.
He should have maybe not got it. It's debatable. It's 4-5. You know what I'm saying? You can go either way with that. But Pascal Siakam, comparing him to Chet Holmgren, if you look at game 1, I'm only looking at game 1. The third scorer on the Thunder, which is Chet Holmgren points-wise, he had 6 points, 2 rebounds. Come on, Chet.
Chet got to give you more than 2.
Yeah, got to.
At 23 years old, I guess you're just unpacking and has a lot of room to grow.
Yeah.
But, bro, you're supposed to be the guy. Maybe he's still suffering from that early season injury. Fractured hip. That took a lot of people out. It took IT out.
Come on, man.
I'm just saying, so maybe he's coming along very slow with that fractured hip, but Pascal Siakam versus Chet Holmgren is not even close. Give me the Pacers on that. Okay. Center, Miles Turner versus Isaiah Hardenstein. Advantage goes to who, Coach?
Miles Turner, man. He can do everything Hardenstein can do and more. Hardenstein's going to be around the basket. He's going to rebound. He's going to catch those lobs. He tries to he shoots. He likes the little running one-hand floater a lot.
He does. That's a bad shot.
But at the end of the day,
it's just a real weird.
Miles Turner is going to stretch the floor.
That's right.
He's knocking those threes down, so he's opening up the paint for the Pacers to be able to attack the basket because if you the 5 guarding Miles Turner, you have to step out and contest that 3.
That's right.
So I'm going with Miles Turner.
Jeff?
Coach, I had this as a push, but you won me over with that. So with everything you say, I'm going Miles Turner. But I definitely had this for what they do for their teams.
Yeah.
I had this as a push. But you won me over with that argument.
And here's the funny thing about Miles Turner. He's an unrestricted free agent at the end of this year. So that's the decision they got to make. Do you roll with – I understand letting Obi Toppin go. I think you bring back Miles. He's been there his entire career, 10 years.
Trying to trade that man for 5.
And trying to trade him out of those 10, at least 7 of them. Isaiah Hardenstein, who was taken out of the starting 5 for game 1 for Case and Wallace. But for the majority of the season, when he's been eligible to play, Isaiah Hardenstein has been the 5. So for this matchup, it is Miles Turner, though. So I'm going with the Pacers. Bench. Jeff, who has the advantage?
OKC.
Okay.
See, we talked about how well this team is put together. You bring in Caruso, Case and Wallace. You bring in the other J Dub. You got guys.
Isaiah Joe.
You got Isaiah Joe.
Yep.
You know what I mean? You got guys that coming in to do their job and they slide. As Coach say, slide everywhere. Yeah. So give me OKC.
They don't even be playing Kenrich Williams. Yeah. And you better. They played a guy I didn't even know he played Mitchell. That's a guy. Mitchell.
Yeah, light skin. Yeah.
Came in before Kenrich Williams and Isaiah Jones. Like what the? And he was out there shooting that bitch like he played every game.
Yep.
Like, golly, but that's where Tibbs get into a situation.
We're gonna talk about
We're gonna talk about it. Yeah. Coach, give me your bench. Who you got?
I'm gonna go with the Pacers on this one. The way Obi Toppin comes in and changed the game. The way Mathurin has been playing, giving them that edge. Not to mention you still have Ben Shepherd and TJ McConnell, who as well can come in and give you 10 points on any given time. TJ McConnell comes in, he's gonna be energy, he's gonna guard hard, he's gonna play hard. This last game, he had 9 points.
Yep.
Ben Shepherd comes in, he guards, makes it hard for the other team, and he can shoot the ball. So you might have one night where he'll give you 3 or 4 threes in the game. Yeah. So I think with those guys, I'll go with the Pacers.
The best player on their bench don't even get to play is Jarris Walker. Obi Toppin is you gotta play Obi Toppin because you're paying him $19-20 million. Jarris Walker's on a rookie contract. The reason that Obi Toppin won't play for the Pacers going next year is because Jarris Walker's just a better basketball player. But it's a couple of things they always say: follow the money and follow the rookie contract. So in turn, with that bench, I'm rolling with the Thunder though. It's just too much, man. Isaiah Joe is a guy, and they don't even play. You got to realize, dude. the other J-Dub, he don't even really play like that, and he can
But
play
he's
at a
there.
high level,
Yeah, but
you
he's
know?
there.
So
Yeah.
it's such a good team. I think Caruso sways it for me because he does so much. I don't think any person on that entire Pacers team is as good or means as much to a team as much as Caruso means to his team. So I'm going with the Thunder for that one. Yep.
All right, let's keep it in the good old NBA in the association. Despite, keyword despite, cameraman, going to the Eastern Conference Finals with the New York Knicks as their head coach, and this was for the first time in 25 years, Tom Thibodeau is out of there. Decision seemed out of nowhere, but according to ESPN, I got some reports on this that this has been a concern for quite some time with Thibodeau and multiple reasons. Guys, was this fair or foul? Start with you, Coach Locke.
To me, I think this is foul. I know they've been talking about it for a while. I know Tibbs runs his players into the ground, and that's always been a knock on him. He doesn't play enough players, and by the time they get to the playoffs, they gassed out or they get hurt or they are hurt because of that. But at the end of the day, the Knicks ain't made the conference finals since 2000, man. They hadn't been in the playoffs since 2013 until Tibbs got the job, and they made it his first year as the head coach. Yeah, they lost in the conference semifinals in 2023 and 2024, but they hadn't been in the playoffs at all until he got the job. So he gets them to the conference finals finally, and then you fire him. I just don't understand that. I mean, yes, he didn't get to the finals, but hell, there are 28 other teams that didn't get to the finals as well.
That's right.
So for a organization to not have a lot of playoff experience and conference championship appearances in the last 25 years, you fire your coach to get you there for the first time in 25 years, I think that's foul.
Yeah. I think it's foul as well. And I love Tibbs, but you look at it, it's very similar to what Mark Jackson did with the Golden State Warriors. They're going to get somebody in that's going to take them over the hump, and we just won't get the credit going back to Mark Jackson. Mark Jackson hasn't coached again. I don't think Tibbs will coach again. It's two totally different reasons. This team was finally able to have people root for them. It's a watchable ball club for the first time in 25 years, like Coach mentioned. And Cat, man, and I love Carl Anthony. My guy. You know, I think he's a great basketball player, but Cat done got this man fired twice, man. And I'm watching him play in them last two games. Carl Anthony Towns has no clue of what's going on defense. It's like when they have defensive meetings, he is on Instagram because he has zero clue what's going on. Bro, he had one block in the last two series. One block.
Yeah.
You 7 feet. I ain't asked you to protect the rim. I'm asking you to help side and get at least 5 blocks in the series, man. That's tough, man. You can't have two of your best players that are defensive liabilities. One is fine, two is a problem. That is how you build a team.
Yeah.
And it's tough being a coach in the NBA.
Oof.
You got Mike Budenholzer fired in 2021. In 2023 after he won a championship in 2021. Mike Malone won a championship in 2023. He's fired in 2025. Mike Brown goes and ends the 16-year playoff drought for the Kings, and he's fired in 2024. And then the Knicks make the Eastern Conference Finals for the first time in 100 years, and Tom Thibodeau is fired the next week. It's tough, but what sucks is the person that comes in, and whether that's Lloyd Pierce or if it's Jason Kidd, hell, it could be Ime Udoka, they're going to get all of the credit that what Tom Thibodeau instilled in this team. The question then, we can get out of here and go to halftime.
Okay.
Because you got to go too, Jeff, my bad.
You are good.
But the rumbles is that Rick Brunson is half the problem.
I can see that.
If Rick Brunson is the problem, do you not bring Rick Brunson back and alienate your star player? And maybe he asked for a trade. It's tough, man.
It's tough. You have to bring Rick back because Jalen Brunson gave you the homie deal, gave you the discount.
Daddy discount.
He gave him the discount on that, so you got to honor that. But to kind of put my spin on what you guys were saying, I think this is fair. I think Leon Rose, I think Worldwide West, I think the owners of the Knicks looked around and was saying, we should have beat the Pacers.
That's right.
We had everything. After beating the Celtics, you beat the best team in the East on paper, what people consider the best. Injuries, whatever you want to look at. You beat the Celtics. You shouldn't lose to the Pacers, and you shouldn't have lost the way that you did. So you look around, and you say, "What happened? We got outcoached." So if you feel like you got outcoached and you're too dependent on one player, because there's advanced stats to show when Jalen Brunson isn't on the court, Mikal Bridges, Karl Anthony Towns, the other guys play better when Brunson is on the court because the offense just runs through Brunson.
Mm-hmm.
So now Brunson has to look around and say, okay, how am I? He is the point guard. How can I be a better point guard for my teammates and get my guys better? Yeah, so a better offensive philosophy. I understand we want to talk about defense, but a better offensive philosophy is what's needed in New York for them to continue to be competitive because the East is going to be wide open next year.
And who is that person?
Mike Malone.
Ooh, Mike Malone.
Mike Malone and my bad, I forgot it. I didn't put his name down. I just put the coach, Villanova's coach.
Jay Wright ain't doing that.
Nah, yeah.
But why not? This is guy. Those is guys. Coach your guys.
Because they're about to get rid of Mikal Bridges, Cat, and 2 picks to get Giannis.
You can't do that.
That ain't enough.
It's enough.
You damn lying. You damn lying.
That's enough.
Damn lying.
I think
Bring back Mitch. That starting 5 is now Brunson, Josh Hart. You put somebody, OG at the 3.
Yeah.
You got Giannis at the 4. And you got Mitch at the 5. That's enough. And then you fill out that bench.
I think Coach was saying it's not enough to get Giannis. Is that what you were saying?
Nah,
he's saying it ain't enough to win.
I don't think it's enough to win.
That-
Mikal Bridges, you gonna miss Mikal Bridges.
You got OG.
But now you had both of them, so now you only got one. That was their advantage.
Yeah.
One is in, the other one's out of the game. Pause. But now you bring Giannis in. Now you clogging up your paint.
But now you got a defender.
You got a defender though. You got help side now.
Yeah, but on the other side, I can clog up the paint for Jalen Brunson now because I ain't got to guard Giannis out there.
If I get Giannis and I got OG, as much as I joke about OG last week, OG's defense, and getting rid of Bridges gives OG more shots.
Mm-hmm.
It gives Josh Hart more shots. Campaign gets to play run.
Hopefully,
right? So I think if you can make that move, you the Knicks, I think you do it.
You got to do it. Yeah. You got to do it. Ready to start with halftime, guys?
Let's do it.
Let's get it. J-Ho. Check us out each and every Monday. The Revolution will be podcasting. Revolution will be podcasting.
Halftime. Let's talk a little video games, Coach Locke. Mm-hmm. For years, the Madden curse has loomed large over the iconic NFL video game franchise. The ethos of that Madden curse is simple. If an NFL player appears on the cover of the Madden in that summer, the ensuing season is destined to come up with a decrease in on-field production or a debilitating injury. To celebrate Saquon Barkley being revealed as the cover athlete, looking at you, twin, for Madden NFL 26, here's a look back at the past 10 Madden cover stars, not including Madden 23, because we all know that was John Madden on the legendary cover because he had passed on at that time. Let's go back to last year, 2025, Madden 25. Good old Christian McCaffrey. He was awarded the cover after a career campaign that led him to Offensive Player of the Year honors. Now, he struggled in 2020 with injuries. He played in just 4 games and was placed on injury reserve twice.
So that's curse.
That
works.
That's a curse. Okay. Madden 24. Josh Allen, my quarterback.
That's right.
Allen's season after being featured on the cover proved to be something of a mixed bag. The Bills center Collar combined for 44 touchdowns on the ground and through the air. However, career high 18 interceptions.
Is that a curse? It's right in the middle. That's right. That's right in the middle. That's right in the middle.
22. Madden 22, because obviously we skipped 23.
Yeah.
Patrick Mahomes and Tom Brady, the GOAT covers.
Mm-hmm.
The result. That's what it was called. That's what it was called. It was GOAT. Yeah. It was. They had 2 GOATs. The promo vid had 2 GOATs. Okay. All right. The 2 stars sharing the 2 GOATs. Sharing the cover, each enjoyed strong seasons, though neither returned to their Super Bowl after squaring off against one another for the title the previous season. 44-year-old Brady threw for 43 touchdowns, his highest total in over a decade at that time. Mahomes wasn't that bad. He threw for 37. So, no curse.
No curse.
All right, let's get rolling. 21, Lamar Jackson. Didn't reach the same heights as his 2019 campaign that earned him his first league MVP, but Baltimore Ravens star had an impressive campaign, 26 passing touchdowns, and rushed for 1,000.
No, it wasn't. No, that's 2. That's 2 that's a curse.
Yeah, that's a curse.
Yes, a curse.
This is first time Patrick Mahomes is on the cover in Madden 20. followed up his MVP campaign in 2018, capping off things with his first Super Bowl title of his career. So this is around that time. This is around the time when the curse wasn't cursing.
Yeah.
But here we go.
Here we go.
The release of Madden 19 cover star Antonio Brown prelude the final year of Brown's dominant prime with the Pittsburgh Steelers. Finished his time in the Steel City with the Flourish. The 4-time All-Pro wideout posted his 6th consecutive 1,000-yard receiving career and career best 15 touchdowns. But here's the thing, though.
Yeah.
The bottom fell out.
The bottom fell out.
Thereafter
Yeah,
that. So we got to kind of count that one.
That count. That count.
Which I'm just saying, Coach. It's got to count that one. Madden 18, Tom Brady. We ain't got to go over that. We know that did not happen. Yeah, came back to Atlanta. That was the Super Bowl year against Atlanta. Whoo, shit. And here we go. Madden 16, Odell Beckham Jr. Most electrifying players of the 2010s, Beckham found himself on the cover of Madden after his Offensive Rookie of the Year campaign. He followed up with a great season, catching 96 passes, 1,400 yards, 13 touchdowns. However,
mixed bag.
After that,
Mm.
Madden 15, last one, Richard Sherman. Leading the Boomerang leader put up a 4th stellar campaign, earning cover honors, intercepting 4 passes, and route to a 3rd consecutive first-team All-Pro nod.
So it's 50-50.
Lately.
50-50. But you go back from like 2000.
It started for a reason.
Yeah.
Mike Vick happened.
That's what
Eddie George happened.
Peyton Hillis
happened.
God love him. Never was the same.
Never
after
was
that.
the same.
You know what I mean? So
yeah. So as of late, I think it's reversing the curse. But hey, listen. Saquon already talking about retiring. He said, I'm going to be the type of person that'll be like Barry Sanders and lead in my prime.
What else he got left to prove?
Ain't nothing else.
If they would have just gave him that record.
They gave him that record. Yeah.
But he's got the Super Bowl, so
That's right.
Y'all ready for the second half?
Let's get it.
Get it.
Full Sport Press.
Hey, it's your man, Coach Locke. Y'all make sure y'all check out the Full Sport Press podcast every Monday, wherever you stream your podcast episodes. Like I always say, get a drummer song.
Revolution will be podcasted. Second half, the 2025 NBA Playoffs Award Show. I am J-Ho.
It's your boy, Big Jeff.
It's your man, Coach Locke.
Cameraman, the 2025 NBA Finals are here, and the playoffs have already given us several weeks for hard-fought series and time for individuals to stand out and perform, have defined the era and its narratives. There are certainly memorable moments to come. We just saw one, but the postseason has already given us more than enough to sort through awards. Today, we'll hand out awards for the 2025 NBA playoffs. First things first, it is the Choke Artist Player of the Playoffs. This is tough. Coach, give me your award.
I know who you're
recipient.
Yeah, we know who you're going with. I know who you're going with.
Yeah,
I'm going first. We know Jeff.
Yeah.
I'm going with James Harden, man. In 3 or 4 games they lost to the Nuggets, he had 15 points, 46% field goal percentage, 11 points, 33% field goal percentage, and 7 points, 25% field goal percentage in the game 7 loss. So in the closeout game, he had 7 points and shot 25% from the field. That's choking. Come on, James Harden. I need you to do better. I'm going with James Harden.
Jeff, rolling with Harden.
Yeah, I'm going with Harden. I don't want to be petty and say Luka, but it's James Harden. Now he played. We don't play one series because he did.
James Harden. Yeah. I think the name of this award is the James Harden Award.
Yep.
So in turn, he just lived up to his name.
Yeah, we know. We know.
My pick.
Yeah, we know. We already know. We know.
It's Anthony Edwards.
Yeah.
Wait, guys. And it's not necessarily because in the first series, you know what happened. Yeah, he got a good draw with no bigs. Good draw with no bigs.
What does that mean?
No, the team wasn't at its cusp.
You got to stop.
In the second series, Steph goes down.
You got to stop.
Then this third series,
you got to stop.
I wish Weezy was here because when we talk about Devin Booker, you said, he don't want to do it, Jeff. He don't want it. What'd he say, Jeff? Hey, game 1, he was a -23. Game 2, he was a -22. Mm-hmm. Game 3, he was a +30. They won that game. Mm-hmm. Game 4, he was -24. And game 5, he was -30, ±. And I get it. I understand, but he's 23. Bro, they ran a boxing
boxing one.
Bro, they ran a boxing one on Shea last night. You know what they did?
They were running a boxing
38.
They were
38 on that same boxing.
You gotta stop.
I'm just saying.
That's not the OKC boxing one.
I'm just
boxing one on him.
All I'm saying is you handed him the face of the NBA a little too early. Is all I'm saying. And you have to take that title. It's not given to you. You have to take it. And I think SGA has taken the title. I think Giannis has taken the title. If you look in Jalen Brunson tries to take the title. Tyrese Halliburton does the exact same thing. Hell, even Trae Young, when he gets a chance, he takes the title. As for Anthony Edwards, I think he's one of the more entertaining players in our league, but he's fallen dramatically short in 2 Western Conference Finals, 2 straight postseasons, and he shows no sign of really taking blame for stuff. He was just like, the coaches did this. Oh, the coaches, they just had a better game plan than us. No, you was minus 30 in a game. You was minus 23 in a game. It has a lot to do with you. And he just needs to demand a trade.
Oh my Lord!
I don't like the post game. Oh, it's okay. I'm young. I don't like that. I will agree with you on that, but I'm not gonna give him choke artist. But he's made it to the Western Conference Finals. Yeah. So a lot of people don't go there.
Twice.
What I'm saying back there, and I get it. Now, and this is see, Jeff. That is why I be cussing you out on this show.
But
see what I'm saying?
But is he not the A?
What I'm saying is
he not the A Mike?
Yes, okay. But there's been a lot of A Mikes that make it at a very young age and never go back. Yes, 23. Yes, Derrick Rose won MVP at 23.
No. He wasn't in the Western Conference, Eastern Conference Finals at 23.
Eastern Conference was in the Eastern Conference was better than the Western Conference then.
That was never in our lifetime.
LeBron James.
Other than when
hold on though,
it was LeBron James. The Atlanta Hawks won 20 straight that year.
Unless you LeBron James, bro, it's hard. Bro, it was a time. Bro, he did that when the Boston Celtics were the Boston Celtics.
So hold on.
Yes, they were.
So is the Western Conference not the hardest conference right now?
The hardest conference year in a year.
Oh, yeah, no. I'm talking about when he said it hasn't been done.
Okay, yeah. You named one person though.
That's no. I'm saying at you're 23 and you said, oh, he's 23.
Right.
Anything can happen. Seize the opportunity. Carpe diem.
Yes.
That's it.
You got to stop Anthony Edwards. Stop.
It's okay, man. Most disappointing coaching job of the 2025 NBA playoffs. Jeff?
Joe Mazzulla. Come on, Joe. Listen here, Joe. I get it. You a 3-point, live and die by that 3-pointer. You got to have a second act. There has to be something that you can pivot to when you're missing 20, 30 goddamn free throws in a game. And then you turn around, you up 20 points, and you start missing every 3 that you take. And you don't do anything else. Then you go up 20 points again in game 2 against the Knicks and do the exact same thing. Now, then you win game 3, and of course Tatum, goes down with an injury in game 4. But if you somehow find another trick up your sleeve in games 1 and 2, this would be a completely different series. But Joe Mazzulla for me.
Coach.
I go JJ Redick, man. The one that got me is when he played his entire starting 5 the second half. Or the whole second half of the game, man. That was bad because, they didn't win the game. But let's say they do win the game. They're going to be gassed out in game 5. You're not going to have no legs. You got to use your bench. And it didn't help that you don't play your big, Jackson Hayes, when you're getting killed on the boards. Mm-hmm. He's just sitting on the bench.
That's right.
And he played 5 minutes in game 4 and none in game 5.
You got to play.
Play him.
You got to play him.
You have to play the big.
You got to play the big. It's only big on the team.
It's right. So you have no bigs and you're not playing the big you have?
Play the big.
I didn't like that. So I went with JJ Redick.
My disappointing coach and job is Chris Finch, Minnesota Timberwolves. Solid coach. Went to 56 victories in the Western Conference Finals last season. Made it to the exact same spot and got a Lakers team with no bigs, like I mentioned earlier. Then they beat a Warriors team without Steph. And on top of that, they never really looked like they were locked into a game unless they were in a situation and they were ahead. So team just didn't show up to that final game against the Thunder. And playoff success, I think it determines the future for Finchie. And also, he wasn't Tim Connolly's hire. It was the previous regime. So it's one of those things, Finchie, you got to figure it out. You can't blame. And I think a lot of people look at that trade for Karl Anthony Towns and Julius Randle. It was an even trade because you were going to get anything for Julius Randle at the end of this year. Cat is at his highest peak right now. like third team All NBA, he would get whose value is higher, him or Julius Randle?
Right now, Carl Anthony Towns.
Come on, man. Exactly. So that was a good trade for the Knicks. With the Timberwolves, you don't play your bench. You got two really young budding stars in Terrence Shannon Jr. and Rob on that bench. Play those guys, man, because Mike Conley, he looked really old out there. He looked like he'd been in the league 20 years out there. He looked really old in certain situations. And Ant needs help, clearly. So if he's not getting help from Julius Randle, you can't play Julius Randle and Nas Reed at the same time because you got to pay Rudy Gobert $48 million. It's a tough spot, and Ant needs all the help he can get. So to come up again to the Western Conference Finals, it's going to be tough if you bring back that same team as it currently is put together. So Finchy, Chris Finch. Next up, breakout player of the 2025 playoffs. Jeff, who you got?
Cade Icewood, Motorcade, Cade Cunningham. That team is positioned to be here for a while. They when he was drafted, I said he was my guy at that time. He's lived up to it. He put on a great show. Detroit got robbed against the Knicks, but we're not gonna talk about that. But if that game goes the other way, I think the Knicks are still. I think the Pistons are still playing as well. So shout out to Cade Cunningham for putting on a show in the playoffs.
Cool.
I'm gonna go with Andrew Nembhard, averaging 12 points, which is 2 more than he averaged in the regular season, averaging 5 assists, 3 rebounds, but he's guarding the hell out of opponents' other guards. He's making it difficult for him, and nobody really knew, unless you really know the game, about Andrew Nembhard. Now everybody's saying, man, who is this light-skinned guard with the braids out here for the Pacers? So he's making a name for himself. So I went with Andrew Nembhard.
I'm going with the Pacers, where I'm going Aaron Nesmith. I mentioned in the first half he signed a 3-year deal for $33 million in 2023, 2024. And given his role on that team, that's the best person to get that deal right there because he was coming off averaging 7 points, turned that to an 11. And for 2 decades, the Pacers have avoided paying that luxury tax. It's for good contracts like this. And after this season, he has 2 full years left on that contract, and he's just 25 years old. He was a top 10 pick coming out of Vanderbilt. Regardless, he's already established himself as a key part of that Pacers' future success. Hopefully for the team, he sticks around long term and is able to cash in on that very valued contract that he signed in 2023-24. So I got Aaron Nesmith, breakout player. 6th man of the playoffs. Coach, who's your pick and why?
I'm sticking with the Pacers, but I'm going to go Obi Toppin. He's averaging 9 points, 3 rebounds, and he brings the energy off the bench that always gives the Pacers a boost. He's not real flashy when it's coming, like handling the ball, putting the ball on the floor, but he just runs the floor. He catches those lobs. He hits those timely threes like he did in his game 1 of this finals. I think he had 4 threes, I believe it was. So he comes off the bench and just gives a boost to the Pacers. So Obi Toppin.
I love this pickup at the beginning of the season, so I'm gonna stick with it now. I'm going with Alex Caruso.
That's right.
Just the way he brings his hard hat, as they say.
Yeah,
he brings his hard hat to work every day. That I get it. There was a lot of fouling going on. But what he did on Jokic in that series, that was crazy. A lot of fouling going on.
Yeah,
but that was amazing to watch, man.
So I ain't seen nothing like that. Yeah, I'm rolling. Alex Caruso hasn't started a game in the playoffs, but when the chips are down, he's Dagnall's most trusted option because of his defensive impact and also the way he's capable of making that 3. Opened the second half, 2 of the most important wins thus far in the playoffs, going against Jokic and then running right behind that guarding Ant. So OKC's defense is always really good, but adding Alex Caruso's disruption makes it historically elite. So I'm going Alex Caruso. Rookie of the playoffs. Could be a first-year player or a first-time playoff experience, Jeff. Give me your winner and why.
I stuck with Cade.
Okay.
I stuck with Cade.
Yeah.
For everything I said before. And just living up to the moment, man. Like, didn't back down from Brunson did what Brunson gonna do, right?
That's right.
But Cade was right there. You could have went with Asur as well.
Yeah.
Asur Thompson as well.
Yeah, he did well.
Yeah, both of them.
Yeah. Coach?
I went with Cade too, man.
Yeah.
Nobody had a better first-year performance than him. Yeah, they lost in the first round, but it wasn't because of his lack of his play. Averaging 25 points, 8.3 rebounds, 8.7 assists, and 1.8 steals for your first time in the playoffs on a big stage. just brought a lot of attention to Detroit, and we'll see Detroit playing on TV a lot more next season.
Absolutely.
Because of Cade Cunningham. So I went with Cade Cunningham.
I'm rolling, man. That is a clean sweep. Cade Cunningham, been a year of first for him. First team All-NBA, and on top of that, being a first-time All-Star, first time on a winning team. His stats this year place him among the best in the league. I think he's, as far as the young guys, I think he's the best player as far as the young guys. So, American born. So, going that route, I think he's better than Anthony Edwards. So, the Pistons just need to put a couple of people around him, and he'll be all right. So, Cade Cunningham, to me, is the rookie of the playoffs. Coach of the playoffs, Coach. Kicking it off with you.
I'm going Rick Carlisle, man.
Oh, man. What?
Nobody saw the Pacers in the finals, and this is the crazy stat. They have not trailed in any of the series in this playoffs since this playoff run has started. So the people don't. Yeah, they have been losing their games. I didn't say points. Talking about series, like they've never gone down 1-0 or 1-2. They have been leading every series or tied every series of this playoffs. So that's a big deal when you never are behind. So for that reason, I went Rick Carlisle.
Jeff?
Same. Rick
Yeah.
Carlisle.
Yeah. It ain't even no question. Put on a master class. He's never out of a game.
Yeah.
I've never seen a team that is never out of a game. Last night, I was watching that game, and I said, oh, no. I'm finna cut this shit out. It's over with.
Yeah.
It was 2 minutes left. They was up 9.
Trey ball.
And I said, no, I cut it off.
Oh, you really cut it
I
off?
literally cut the game off and started watching I finished the Boston Celtics thing on Mac.
Oh, yeah.
And I went to sleep watching that. Woke up and I see your text message, Coach. Man, wow, I can't believe this. I said, ain't no fucking way.
Track record, man. You got to know the track record.
Man, dude, I fell asleep on that shit. Start watching the Celtics, man.
It looked the same, though.
Yeah.
Trey ball.
Exactly.
Naismith. Trey
Yeah.
ball.
Stops.
I saw
Trey
the
ball.
highlights.
I'm like,
Trey ball stops.
There's no way.
at this point, you know you up 9.
Yeah.
Run him off the line
Please.
or don't help off him. If they go get a 2, then we can go get a 2 and ain't no harm, no foul.
Yeah, that was crazy. I'm telling you, I woke up, ain't no way he's talking about that. It was that.
It was that.
It was that. It
It
was
was
that.
that.
Yeah. Defensive player of the playoffs. Jeff?
So I wanted to go with the full Oklahoma City Thunder team. But we had to pick one player. So if I'm picking one player, I'm going to Sue Thompson. I love the now, mind you, Jalen Brunson hits the series-winning shot on him.
Gamed his ass.
Gamed his series. His ass.
Series his ass.
Series his ass.
Series his ass. That's
Don't
true.
lie.
It did.
But
He
man,
said-
he made him work for it.
Yeah.
He made Jalen Brunson work for
He was
it every game,
Yeah.
all game. He wanted that matchup. So give me a Sir Thompson.
Jalen Brunson said that was the toughest matchup of the entire playoffs against Thompson. So yeah.
Great offense always beats great defense.
That's right.
Always.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Defensive player, Coach.
I went with Lou Dort. OKC.
Okay, that's a good one.
He gives every best player on opposing teams problems. Jay is going to like this. He held Anthony Edwards to 19 points on 7-18 shooting, which is 30% in the closeout game against Minnesota.
It's tough.
And I know everybody's going to say Alex Caruso held Jokic and checked Jokic in that closeout game. Yeah, he did. But Dort held Murray to 13 points on 6 of 16, which is a 37.5% field goal
Murray
in that closeout game too.
I didn't know he played.
Yeah,
That's
I
your
mean,
man.
it's my guy. It's my guy. It's my guy. I mean, it happens.
It happens.
It happens. It happens. He got it. He got him one though.
They
He got him one.
Hell
He got him one. But I went with Lou
You would have
Dort.
got that one with Jokic, though.
Nah, hold on now. I ain't gonna let you do my boy like that.
I'm trying
My boy was
to tell you, them open shits, Coach, you knocking them open shots.
Nah, it wasn't August open.
down.
Hand down, man down.
That's true.
Yeah, hand
But
down,
it wasn't
man
just
down.
August open. He was working.
Hand down, man
He
down.
was working.
Hand down, man down. My defensive player of the playoffs is none other than Alex Caruso. He held the best offensive center of our era, all time shit, to pedestrian plus minus numbers for an entire series. Then the face of the league is there, and he very below average numbers as well. He's been an all defensive player if he would played in the 65 plus games as recommended for all NBA notification. So Alex Caruso, the defensive player of the playoffs, what a great get for the OKC Thunder. Champion with the Los Angeles Lakers too. People forget about that. Him and Doe. Closing things out, it is our most valuable player of the playoffs. Jeff, we'll give you the honors first.
He was a player coach. He averaged 26 points, 12 rebounds, 8 assists. He took the soon-to-be world champions to 7 games.
It was a
with,
Bill Russell.
with no other All-Stars, no other All-NBA
Casey
teams,
Jones.
no other
No,
All-Defensive players. It's Nikola Jokic.
Oh, shit.
Nikola Jokic.
Man.
Nikola Jokic. No other All-Stars on his team. No other All-NBA players on his team. No other All-Defensive player on his team. And he also was the coach and the player, Nikola Jokic.
Come on, Jeff.
Come on, Jeff.
Come on, Jeff.
Gotta work on it. Well, you know what?
That's
That's
his opinion.
You understand what I'm saying? I can't change your
You
opinion.
can't.
I can
can't
say
change
you
his
all
opinion.
facts,
Can't
but
change
it can't change nobody's opinion. Shout out to you, mother.
What about what I said wasn't fact, though?
No, I'm trying to tell you.
I'm just
That is
asking.
your opinion.
He averaged 26.
I just saw a dude is 6'5" guarding him.
And
If a guy was 6'5" guarding Shaq,
hold on.
if 6'5" was guarding Tim Duncan,
So
kicking.
we Caruso was fronting him.
That's guarding.
Now it is guarding him, but there. Never mind.
Give me your MVP, my brother.
I gotta go SGA, man.
Okay.
He continues to do what he did all regular season, especially in closeout games when he puts up those game numbers. He goes above and beyond in those games.
That's right.
Against Memphis in Game 4, which is their closeout game, 38, 5, 6, and 2. He's only averaging 30, but he has 38 in that game. Against Denver in Game 7, 35, 3, 5, and 3.
Come on, man.
Against Minnesota in the closeout game, which is Game 5, 34, 8, 7, and 2. So it just seems like every time it's time to close out the team or in a game-deciding closeout game, he ups his game just a little more.
That's right.
So I'm going to go SGA.
And we talked about this in the first half. They put guys on him, 2-3 guys. It don't matter. He's splitting them. It's, man, boxing one your ass. I mean, you got to get a U-Haul. You better get a one. I'm talking about, man, a boxing one. He loves to see all that coming. But I am.
Oh my Lord!
Yeah, get Paul.
There you go. 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 Yeah. There we go. There we go. There we go. Yeah. There we go.
See that?
Yeah. Yeah.
But my pick is Tyrese Halliburton of the Indiana Pacers. I've never seen a guy go from overrated to underrated. Like literally in the span of, 19 games that they played. Yeah. It's just so much that I've seen out of this kid. And if he figures out a way, 17 games, okay. So if you figure out a way to beat OKC, because they haven't been favorites in any of their series, not one. Won every last one of them.
Pacers, yeah.
Yeah, so if you do that and to be the face of the franchise, the yes sirs, Halle Band. Man.
Mr. President, the Halle Band is landing.
Man, come on, man. Man, that's big time, man. Primetime player, man. I get it. Turning a 19 in the regular season in the playoffs to a 25. That's what I want to see, man. Tyrese Halliburton, Indiana Pacers, most valuable player of the playoffs to me. And that is episode 568 of the Full Sport Press Podcast. I think the Pacers might do this shit.
I will say,
it's this show. It ain't
Jeff, you're right. If they go down 0-2, it's over. It may not be over in 4, but it's over.
That thing always gonna be. Because I'm telling you, man, those racist ass people gonna be in Indianapolis and they gonna be right doing the cow stuff, and they gonna put Caitlin Clark out there. Yeah.
And 2, if they go back home up 2,
it's over. It may be 5, it may be 6, but it's over.
Yes, sirs.
Yes, sirs. I like it.
Sir.
I like it. Whoever came up with that was clever.
Yeah. Bro,
I don't speak on that.
Dude, they were 9.5 point favorite. You gotta realize the money line for them is 360, minus 360 in game 1. Mm-hmm. You put $5 on that. I know somebody put $10 on that. Want some money? They want some money. $10 on a minus 360.
It's 4 plus 4 plus.
What? It's tough. It's tough for you. Tweet us some questions throughout the week at Full Sport Press. Don't forget to comment, give us a thumbs up on the YouTube page, on the iTunes page. Please rate, subscribe, but more importantly, don't forget to tell a friend.
To tell a friend.
To tell a friend.
Go.
Get a drummer song.
Chill.
Camera's always on, bro.
Cameraman. Woo. Damn. I want to whoop you, the cameraman.
Ow, in there. Get in there.
The Revolution Be Podcast. We are out.
Thank you for listening to the Full Sport Press Podcast. To catch up on previous episodes, please check out the YouTube page and wherever you find your favorite podcast. Don't forget, tell a friend to tell a friend.
The Revolution will be podcasted.